Good morning, guys. Mr. Parisi here. I just wanted to highlight everything that should be on your budget and some of the final touches that you need to do before you're ready to turn in your budget. So again, just to break down, we've got our expenses listed in column A, our amount spent listed in column B, and then we have our expenses broke down. We've got our living expenses first, okay? You guys will have more than me, but these are just a couple examples. We got grocery, gas, heating, electric, and then the prices here. Again, you're looking for those in your notes, reasonable prices for those, or looking them up online. Followed by that, we have our fixed expenses, things that don't change. They're the same every single month. Cell phone, internet, car payment, mortgage, rent. Again, you will have more of these things, your Netflix, your Hulu, things like that. And last but not least, the monthly share of annual expenses. Now, I know some people wanted to just include these where they fell in living or fixed. So for example, car insurance, this is the same every month, it's $150. Putting car insurance up in your fixed category is totally fine. So then in that case, you would only have living and fixed. That is okay. If you have all three and you want to break it down a little bit more, also acceptable. Okay, so just to backtrack a little bit, we found our annual salary based on whatever career we wanted, and then we had to make that a monthly salary. So to do that, all we did was go to the monthly salary box, we clicked equals, this started our equation. I clicked on my annual salary and I wanted to divide by 12. So /12 and hit enter, boom. Now I've got my monthly salary here. This tells me how much money I made this month. And again, if I changed my yearly salary, so let's say I got a raise the following year and now I'm at $64,500. When I hit enter, you're going to notice that my monthly salary also changes. So it's just a nice way to keep track of your yearly salary and just keep you from having to do different calculations when it comes to your budget. After you get all your prices, the thing we need you to do is we need you to find a total cost for the month. So we got to figure out our total for expenses. Now again, I don't have all the expenses that are going to be showing up. You guys will have many more than I do. Okay, so mine is probably going to be pretty low, but all we have to do with this is click on our box. We want to click sum, and then we're going to choose all of the boxes that we need to add up. Then we just hit enter. Very simple. Boom. It added everything up for us, so we spent a total of $2,566. So I'll do that one more time. I clicked down here into the box I wanted my total to show up. I went over to this E, this functions button. I clicked sum, and then I selected all of the boxes I wanted to add up. After hitting enter, it adds everything up for me, and again, the reason for this is okay, my rent goes up one month and now I have to pay $1,400. This is going to automatically change the total down here after I hit enter right now. It just went up $200 because my rent went up $200. This helps you because prices are constantly changing, and then when you update your budget, you don't have to recalculate everything. The last step that you'll be required to do is determine if you went over or under budget. Now in this case, I'm going to be well under budget because again, I don't have all of my expenses in here. But to do this, all we're going to do is again, we're going to start a equation. We're going to hit equals. I want to select my monthly salary and hope that I spent less money. In this case, I did. So I'm selecting my monthly salary. I want to subtract the amount of money that I spent, which in this case is $2,766. So it's going to show up like this. It's going to say F2, which is where my monthly salary is, minus B21. Boom. Now yours might be different based on how many expenses you have and where you put these things, but you are just selecting those boxes, subtracting them, and hitting enter. Again, this is nice because let's say the next month I spend a whole lot more on groceries. This is going to be way out there, but let's just say I spend $3,000 or let's say something crazy like $4,500 on groceries. Whatever. When I do this, it changes the amount that I paid for the month, and now it tells me that instead of being under budget, I am way over budget because I spent way too much money. Okay, and that shows up right here. I spent $6,800. I only made this much, so I went over budget by about $1,400, $1,500 there. Okay, that is your last step. Maybe make a little note. So let's put this back to $400. And we'll end on a happy note. In this case, I was under my budget. And we're happy. For this month, I was under budget. So making sure all of these things are there. We've got our expenses broken down into the different categories. We have our total amount spent. We have our annual salary, our monthly salary, and we are saying whether we are over or under budget. Any questions, please feel free to ask or rewatch this video. Thank you guys and have a great day.